English. Honeycomb. Chapter 1. The three questions. Question 1. The answers to the three questions will enable A. The hermit to go to the king, B. The king to lead a peaceful life, C. The king to be always successful, D. The subjects to lead a good life. Successful answer, C. The king to be always successful. Question 2. The king was not satisfied with the answers as A. They were lengthy, B. They all were different, C. They were dull, D. They served no purpose. Answer B. They all were different. Question 3. The king went to see the hermit in A. His cage, B. Simple clothes, C. His cave, D. A. Hurry. Answer B. Simple clothes. Question 4. The king dug the beds, A. Because he loved gardening, B. To help the hermit, C. To pass time, D. To get his answers. Answer B. To help the hermit. Question 5. The wounded man was A friend of the hermit, B. A friend of the king, C. An enemy of the hermit, D. An enemy of the king. Answer D. An enemy of the king. Question 6. The king dressed the wounds of A. The hermit, B. His guard, C. The horse, D. The bearded man. Answer D. The bearded man. Question 7. The bearded man was the A. Relative of the king, B. Friend of the king, C. King's sworn enemy, D. Guard of the king. Answer C. King's sworn enemy. Question 8. The bearded man asked for A. Water, B. Property, C. Forgiveness, D. Money. Answer C. Forgiveness. Question 9. The king had done him wrong as A. He had killed his brother, B. He had killed his sister, C. He had seized his property, D. Both A and C. Answer D. Both A and C. Question 10. The king sent A and to look after him. A. Doctor, B. Anesthetic, C. Quack, D. Servant. Answer A. Doctor. Question 11. The king was happy that A. He had won a friend, B. He had killed his enemy, C. His action had pleased, D. His enemy was wounded. The hermit. Answer A. He had won a friend. Question 12. The answers of the hermit. A. Satisfied the king, B. Failed to satisfy the king, C. Confused the king, D. Amused the king. Answer A. Satisfied the king. Question 13. The king sent messengers throughout his kingdom to A. Find anyone to answer to his questions, B. Promise to pay a large sum of money, C. Find the hermit, D. Enjoy vacations. Answer A. Find anyone to answer to his questions. Question 14. The reply to his first question was A. To prepare a timetable, B. To avoid foolish pleasures, C. To form a council of wise men, D. All of these. Answer D. All of these. Question 15. The king was with the answers he received. A. Satisfied, B. Not satisfied, C. Different, D. Bewildered. Answer B. Not satisfied. Question 16. The hermit lived in a which he never left. A. Jungle, B. Hut, C. Den, D. Palace. Answer A. Jungle. Question 17. The king left his A. Horse with his bodyguard, B. To walk in his garden, C. To fight the enemy, D. None of these. Answer A. Horse with his bodyguard. Question 18. The hermit replied to the king's questions. A. Immediately, B. After the digging work, C. Never, D. After the man befriended him. Answer D. After the man befriended him. Question 19. Why was the man revengeful? A. Because he was powerful, B. Because the king seized his property, C. Because he wanted to replace the king, D. None of these. Answer B. Because the king seized his property. Question 20. The king dressed the wounds of the man. What? A. The man was happy, B. The man slept peacefully, C. The man befriended the king, D. All of these. Answer C. The man befriended the king. Question 21. Which is the most important time? A. Then, B. Now, C. Never, D. Sometimes. Answer B. Now. Question 22. The most important business is to A. Make money, B. Chair the meeting, C. To do good, D. To do charity. Answer C. To do good. 1. Many wise men came to the king, but they all answered his questions differently. The king gave no reward. Question 23. The wise men wished to get A. Some amount of money, B. A handsome sum of money, C. The land owned by the king, D. The treasure buried under the temple. Answer B. A handsome sum of money. Question 24. Their answers to his questions were A. Inappropriate, B. Different, C. Irrelevant, D. To the point. Answer B. Different. Question 25. The king's reaction was A. Undesirable, B. Humiliating, C. Justified, D. Instant. Answer C. Justified. 2. Here comes someone running, said the hermit. Question 26. The hermit drew the king's attention A. to the kept nearby, B. towards the bearded man, C. towards the evil bodyguard, D. to the seeds to be sown. Answer B. towards the bearded man. Question 27. The bearded man was A. stabbed by the king, B. God-fearing, C. the king's enemy, D. wearing a long robe. Answer C. the king's enemy. Question 28. Both the hermit and the king A. slept for long, B. nursed the wounds of the bearded man, C. told tales, D. were not surprised to meet the man. Answer B. nursed the wounds of the bearded man. 3. The most important business is to do that person good, because we were sent into this world for that purpose alone. Question 29. The hermit's advice was A. to do good to the people, B. to do important work, C. to work hard, D. to do good to the person who needs your help at the moment. Answer D. to do good to the person who needs your help at the moment. Question 30. No one is sure A. if he would get time to meet, B. if he will live someone else, C. what is in store for him, D. whether the future is bright for him. Answer B. if he will live someone else. Question 31. To do good is A. the only work for you, B. the main purpose of our life, C. greatly admired by gods, D. liked by even the devils. Answer B. the main purpose of our life. 4. You are tired, said the king. Let me take the spade and work in your. Questions 32. Who is you in the above extract? Answer You refers to the hermit. Question 33. Why did the king offer to work? Answer The king offered to work because he felt that the hermit was very tired. Question 34. What does it show about the king's character? Answer It shows the king's compassion. 5. Now if I live, I will serve you as your most faithful servant and will order my sons to do the same. Forgive Met. Question 35. Who is the speaker of the above lines? Answer The speaker was an injured bearded man whom the king had helped. The king had saved his life. Question 36. Who was he speaking to? Answer He was speaking to the king. Question 37. Why was he making such a promise? Answer He felt greatly indebted to the king. In order to repay the king's goodness, he was making that promise.